Welcome everyone. I am so excited to invite you to introduce my dear friend, colleague, and a fellow, student of Union, as well as someone who's walking the twin flame journey, as well as someone really, really special, because today I want to open up a new door, a new dimension of healing. She is a doctor herself, and being a doctor, she chose a path of healing. So always she desired to go deeper and show everyone the path of healing through different modalities. And she has really risen and come into alignment where her heart is calling for, which is healing through the womb, and especially for the women. So I am so proud of her. She's come a far way. I've known her for a couple of years, and I feel so happy to have her with us. And without further ado, I want to just open up and say hello to her. And how would you like to say a few words to introduce everyone, and then we will dive into going deeper into some questions.
Thank you, Abir, for having me. I started with you, I think 4 years ago now. And I was very scared to face the camera. And today, I've walked so far, done my healing, that today, it's such an honor to be with you, sharing the same platform. And thank you so much for this opportunity. My personal life, professional life, you've seen how it's changed.
Yeah.
You've been like a witness to it, and so I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, such a pleasure. Yeah, really opens my heart deeply. And so many more projects and endeavors to come together. This is just the beginning, and I'm so excited. So let's dive in. I am personally very, very excited to hear about womb healing. And I understand that we do a lot of mirror exercise and feeling our feelings, going deep in our inner work, and maybe chakra meditations. How can someone benefit from learning or understanding womb healing on their just date? How would it benefit a woman walking the spiritual journey?
Okay, so womb healing, it came to me 3 years ago. I had visited the Kamakhya temple, and I always wanted to do something for women. As a doctor, I wanted to be a gynecologist at one point, and then paths changed, got into administration, but the thing for women was always there. So when I went to Kamakhya temple, there was a huge download, and she told me, start healing your womb and you'll help others with the same. So, and I had no idea what womb healing was. I had heard, but then you go look up the internet, you wouldn't really find courses. Yeah, definitely they do things like yoni steaming and, clearances. But the path that was guided to me, everything has been a download, And then she actually made me understand what the womb of a woman is. Generally, we perceive it as an organ for reproduction, and we only remember it during our periods because of the pain and cramps. Other than that, it's not acknowledged. But that is your epicenter. For every woman, that's her epicenter of her own power. She is the Shakti there. Yeah. So everything, right from, you just don't birth babies, you create from there. You create projects, ideas, your purpose, everything births from there. Even the union, you birth from your womb, because that the seed is there, you just have to birth it. You don't, for men, they can use manifestation techniques. For women, we just have to embody that energy, and that starts at the womb.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah. That's how we're different from men, men have a 24-hour cycle. We have a 28-day cycle. So we don't function the same every day. It's different. And once you understand your womb and you function accordingly, you are in your highest potential, I would say. So
Wow.
yeah, so we are different. Like the patriarchal society has made us run in the race, but the moment you embody your feminine self and acknowledge your womb, you are in for a different ride altogether.
Wow. Yeah. While you're speaking, because it's coming from a place of wisdom, I can already like fathom the depth and, and really very like deep wisdom. And to hear that Ma Shakti has herself gifted this to you, it feels really, really divine. Okay, so how did you benefit first from this knowledge and wisdom? How did you apply in your life and how did you find the changes in your life and in your union?
So for me, I had like started receiving downloads when I came back from the temple, but I got busy with the hospital and it was just pushed aside. And there came a point where I decided I'll move in with my twin flame. And then this work came into full force. Like, your life purpose activates once you're in your like full form of union.
Yes.
So this just started coming to me, and first I knew how to embody that energy. So it's been almost 10 to 11 months that I have been only practicing womb healing full time. And the changes, like I can't tell you. Like, I've seen the changes in my union. I have seen how it impacts people's lives. I've seen women transform. I've seen myself transform, like the little bit that was left, the final finish to come to like a total union, womb healing did it for me. So the leftover trauma, the leftover trauma, I would say, the ancestral stuff that was hidden there, which I'm sure we don't go that deep in, but once you connect with your womb, she will tell you what else is left to heal. I didn't have to look at my twin flame to tell me. Like, of course, triggers were there, but there comes a plateau phase, and then you're like, what do I heal next? So I came back to my womb and it just gave me the map. And for the last 10 to 12 months, this is all I've been doing.
Nah, this is so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So do you find that women are usually, what is the hidden, like I would say, do you find that women are numb to their womb, or what is the common pattern that you have seen since you have been offering this healing and met many women? What is the common misunderstanding? And also, do you find that most of us are numb to, connecting with the womb? Like, how would you explain that?
I'll tell you this. We have never acknowledged our womb as the creator's portal, We've always seen it as an organ for reproduction, or we remember it during our periods because of the pain and cramps. I don't think any of our mothers or grandmothers just made us sit down and told us the importance of it. Like you have, like, that's like your Wikipedia of your body, So it tells you everything about your ancestors. Let's just say somebody is undergoing fertility treatments. Let me just share an example with you. I had a client who was undergoing fertility treatments. She didn't, everything was okay, yet she was not able to conceive. So obviously they took the medical pathway. She came to me. She wanted to explore the energetic aspect of it. And then she realized how every generation before her, she could remember 3, like the information that she got, had aborted a child. And they said, we don't want, because her great-grandmother had 12 kids, her grandmother had 8, her mother had 4. So they were like, we are done, and that message passed over. Remember, you are already in your grandmother's womb. How? Because your grandmother had her eggs that were already formed in her body when she was in her mother's womb. So that egg is a part of your mother, and you were created from there. So you already know what is happening for 3-4 generations.
Yes.
So that
You
is
have the imprint.
epigenetics. Yeah, you have the imprint. So that's epigenetics talking scientifically. And when she went and explored the emotions that were stuck there, she cleared like whatever. And now she stopped her fertility treatments and she has conceived naturally.
Wow, beautiful.
And this was a journey of
Such
6
a
months.
Hmm.
So how
Yeah,
one
beautiful.
person's emotion can impact you today.
Yes.
You don't even know the patterns that are coming from your past, like maybe you were suppressed, your grandmother was suppressed, she never spoke up. She thought her father, like her husband, was her only source of income. So she stayed in that marriage. Same thing continued to the mother. How did the daughter manifest? She had abundance blocks. Because of course, watching everybody, she wanted to be independent. But why she was not able to manifest money? Because they always saw somebody else was their source and not themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are a lot of, I would say cases that I have seen that made me wonder, that wow, life is so beautiful. It all happens here.
Yeah.
Even if our outer reality can be a reason of somebody's decision made years ago, generations ago. So that
true.
got me drawn to womb healing. And when I saw the magic, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I had a recent experience, and this was like God just disciplined me on something. When I was having my period, and God just told me something that, do you think that your periods is just of female's responsibility? And that's not true. It's actually man's and woman's responsibility together. And just like when God was teaching me that, I felt like something just healed in my sacral chakra. It's just like kind of, I relaxed. I just relaxed. And because the mindset is like every time, I think I grew up being told that you shouldn't tell boys or shouldn't tell men that you're down or you're having a period or anything. But then when God was like teaching me internally, I felt that, oh my God, that the whole perspective shifted. Like we think that, again, like now I can relate it from this topic, that the womb itself is like every man and woman's responsibility. It's got like nothing to do with just the female. And yeah, obviously like thinking about, twin flames and unions and thinking that, of course, one soul, two bodies, obviously both the bodies are a responsibility of the soul.
Right. I mean, I do a womb scan, and there I always ask this question, when you first had your periods, what was the reaction? How were you received? And that's where most of the trauma lies. Were you shamed? Were you asked to hide? Were you hidden?
Yeah.
Were you blamed?
Yeah.
Were you cast away? There are a few questions that I ask them, and there's a lot of trauma there. Because we are supposed to be celebrated. From a girl, you become a woman. You're not supposed to be hidden in.
Yeah.
Because in India, there are certain parts where, families tell you shouldn't see boys. You shouldn't tell the dad that you've gotten your periods. So it's like a taboo. And the child in you is like, Dad and I share everything. We're a family. Why am I suddenly being cast away?
Yes.
And then she develops her first trauma being a woman over there. Why do you think a lot of us have fertility issues, PCOD in today's world? Because even earlier they would celebrate periods. Now in nuclear families, that's not done much.
Yeah.
So that everything has stayed. The trauma has stayed and it has manifested later. So a lot needs to do that.
Yeah. Awesome. So I'm just getting so drawn into it. Let's dive into a new question. So I know you are cordially invited to the retreat that's coming up in Mussoorie. I'm so excited. I'm going to meet you. This is going to be so fun.
I'm just waiting.
Yeah, so you're going to have a detailed workshop on this. So whoever's going to attend the retreat, everyone's going to dive deep and actually do the healing on that day. And we're going to combine, obviously there'll be other workshops, and as well as the feminines, they'll be diving deep into. How could masculines also benefit from this? Like, how would you, like, would they be able to benefit from this?
I know. I think just by having that presence is going to be very healing and supportive.
Yeah,
I think
holding
that's
space.
the end. Yeah, holding space. They'll
True.
hold us. I mean, hold
True.
space for women over there. And masculines just have to do that in every aspect of a
100%.
female's life.
Yes.
Be it your father,
Yes.
your twin flame,
Yes.
your son. I
Yeah.
think the masculine's
Yeah.
role is always to hold space. So they're
That
most
is true.
welcome to hold space there.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I'm really excited. So, just tell in short, okay, what is going to be your plan for that day and how excited should we be?
Okay, so I have a lot of things planned. Hush, hush, it's a secret, though a few surprises are waiting. But yes, for people who are interested, I will help you connect with your womb. We'll do a lot of ancestral healing, and I'll help you recognize few patterns that are affecting your union and your current life and your purpose, definitely. So looking forward to meeting everybody. And I'll be very
Exciting.
honest, Abir, like womb healing, I think is the last key or the last door to be unlocked for a divine feminine. You know, once you heal, I can guarantee you people will be in their harmonious union. So
Yeah.
this is the opportunity to grab and attend the retreat. You guys have to come. Like, you know, all of us
Yeah.
want our harmonious unions, and I've been living with my twin flame. It's been a beautiful journey in the last 1 year. So I know how much it has helped me in my space. So I definitely want to share this with everybody who's going to be coming.
Yes, and she's flying all the way from Dubai, guys. So it's a special event. Who knows when she will visit India again? But definitely make the best of this opportunity. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna receive and enjoy and take the best of this. So yeah, before we close this session, I feel that we can just honor all that we have like seen and heard today, and just be very grateful for all the divine synchronicities and wisdom that we're going to receive. We're really excited.